you all know us as Raquel and Ned, or you know us as McIntyre Merino. We have been doing some reels here and there, and we slacked off, like
3 months, maybe 4 months.
We just disappeared. So we decided to just go there was a lot of questions about things, and I am a talker, and I find it really hard to cram it all in one little space. So here we are.
Raquel hates planning for it. So we wanted to be more spontaneous with what we're Spontaneous. With what we're talking about. So we're trying this new format. Please let us know what you think. Where do you want to go from here?
So I decided to just give you a bit of a run through of who is McIntyre, and I know you all know the spiel. We're farmers, we have sheep and all of that, but I think let's go deep into it. And then I thought let's just talk about whatever comes in mind. I think stuff like running a small brand and being a business owner and just the whole sustainability, where do we stand, and but you guys, and just things that are interesting, what pisses me off on the daily, fake wool. That's another day. But it's just things that we are.
No, let's talk about fake wool.
What? Okay, whoever came up with that name, shame on you, motherfucker. I am done with you. Fake wool is basically polyester. But
and
it's
how do you know about this?
Well, somebody sent me a jacket that they liked, and it was because they go how would you style this jacket? And I looked at the thing and it said fake wool, and I was just hold on a fucking minute, what is fake wool? And then I looked at it, and it was just basically a felted polyester jacket that looked like a felted woolen jacket. And I cannot.
And so there's nothing wool about it.
100% nothing. It's all polyester. Viscous. Oh, no. Recycled polyester.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Because we like that now. But anyway,
okay,
another day.
Fake wool's a thing now. Yep.
Yep.
Got that.
Because we are all sustainable. But let's just put that aside, because let's just start from the beginning. I think that's a great place to start. Do you agree?
With the brand.
With the brand.
Sure.
Where we were, what we did.
Yeah, you keep rolling. I'm liking this.
You liking it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take over. So McIntyre came from our life on the farm. I like to think that we are OG as hell, with the fact that
we're OG wool.
OG wool. We're woolies. Let's just rewind. Baby Ned, baby Raquel, living on the farm, 2010. Ned working full-time on the farm.
With my dad.
With his dad, working with all the sheep and everything. Horrible year, by the way. Let's just not forget about that.
It was a really wet year.
Wet year, so poor sheep were struggling. And I work with a genetical vet, creating new life. No, basically, because genetical vet in wool is farmers tell this vet what they want. If they want this kind of merino wool sheep, and then the vet gets it all sorted, and then we as a team inseminated ewes with that breed. That also, if you want to know more, that's a different episode.
Another story.
We spent a year on the farm.
Yeah, a year. We thought about being farmers. We were thinking pretty seriously about it.
Yeah.
I think we were 24, 25.
Yeah, we were babies.
Before we were married. And that's my family's farm. So I've always, and I'm an only child, so I've always sort of thought about running the farm. But we gave it a good shot, and we decided it's not for us right now. I remember distinctly saying, we'll think about it again when we're 30. And then so Raquel got a job actually back in Melbourne.
Yes.
At Topshop. Is that right?
Yep.
And then I
went back.
I got a job as well.
Yeah, we both got
working in
jobs.
sales and sort of fashion sales. and we moved back to Melbourne. And then about
Well, no, let's just be also honest though, because while we were at the farm was when everything started to like come a bit in motion, because I, as a city girl, suddenly lived in a country Victoria.
as a European city girl.
European city girl.
Where are you from?
I'm from Rotterdam, the
Where are you
Netherlands.
from?
Oh, little team. But yeah, I'm half, by the way, people. For people that think like, what the hell, you're not tall, blonde. I'm half Dutch, half Spanish. But I grew up in the city, and I was just like, holy hell, like this is how they bloody do, like this is what the work the farmer puts into like having merino sheep. It's not just like, you know, like I'll have some sheep and I'm just walking around. No, there's a whole like background about how to deal with them, and like to work with the fiber and making sure that you have the right fiber for the right merino woolen jumpers. Like, are you the fine merino wool growers, or are you more like sturdier? And it's all like, it's a whole deep dive that if you're interested, please let us know, because this is a whole different kind of thing that I think a lot of people don't think about. And
we've always kind of wanted to tell the farmer's story, but we haven't really found a way to weave it in to the business.
Because it was always like, while we were there, we saw all the farmers, like his father and Ned's father's friends, and they work really hard for the fiber, and then Australian wool just poof disappears and goes to Italy, and then Italians run around going like, it's Italian wool, and it's like, no, bitch.
And then at the time, especially like us and our friends in Melbourne just didn't wear wool.
Yeah.
And we were just kind of like, how are we the biggest producer of fine wool in the world and we don't wear wool?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that it's awesome to wear year round.
And I also think that a lot of people don't even know that 90% of wool sold overseas. Like, if you buy a beautiful Italian jumper, it would not surprise me, and it is merino wool, that is Australian merino wool.
Yeah, Italian yarn, Australian wool.
Yes.
Let's just be clear on that.
Yeah, let's just put
I've
this
had
on
some
the table.
arguments about that in the past.
When I don't come to me when I'm drunk, because I fight you on it like a ninja. But anyway.
Back to the timeline. Then
so
we moved to Melbourne.
Wait.
Then we got married.
Hold on. Let me just finish.
All right.
That's when we started to brew. Like, we're not farmers, but we need to do something with this fiber, and we need to make wool cool again. I know I'm chubby, whatever you call us now, millennials. I'm old, I say cool. So it was just like, we worked on it, and it was just like, what can we do? So we both went back to work. I ditched Topshop, and then I went into wholesale as well, and we're back in fashion. And suddenly Ned just goes, let's do jumpers, because we can't find anything we liked. And we're talking 2012, 2013, and Country Road and stuff were the only ones that were doing knitwear, and it was fucking for like the asymmetric art mom. Black and grey. Or it was an Alexander like Wang that was like starting at $700, $800, $900. And here we are, mid-20s.
And hard to get as well.
Yeah, hard to get. Here we are, and also pretty plain colors. Yes, there were more brands, but we just put it in anything, don't come for us. And so Ned was like, why don't we just do clothing with the fiber? We use fiber from our farm, and then we just get our farm yarn and we make jumpers.
Yep.
That's what it is, right?
Pretty much, and we just did 2 styles of jumpers.
Yes.
Both unisex.
Oh, no, they were men first.
Yeah, they were men. They were just for me, basically. Because I could only afford to make one sample.
True. True.
And we made them in Melbourne, in Victoria. And then, did we style it? Was it for women straight away?
No, I decided on the shoot to style it on myself and being part of this photo shoot.
Because I remember doing a little shoot with Mike D at lunchtime when I worked at Crumpler.
No, but that was with me.
And that was me, and I had like a briefcase, and I was like all business.
You were business.
I was all business, baby.
This man is all business.
Yeah. Then what?
Then we decided to release our jumpers.
Yeah, and so we released 2 styles in
And
multiple colours.
let's
And it was unisex straight away.
Yeah, but like I do think like the beauty from, so when we started McIntyre, we sat down and it was like, Ned goes like, do you want to be part of McIntyre? Because I had my own job and it was never like, I was never like the beginning in, well, I would help him, but it was like, you know, when you're married, you love your loved one, you just help him, like you help him out. And then he goes like, do you want to be part of McIntyre? And then I was just like, well, there's some clear things that needs to be really clear with McIntyre if I become part of it. And from day one, for me, it was really important to re-educate about natural fibers. Like growing up in like Europe and like just also a bit of a family that did know a bit about sustainability, but not too much. And then like diving really into it, you start to realize how much we have lost in the 60s, 70s, and 80s about how important it is to wear sustainability.
We don't appreciate good clothes.
Oh, we don't. And it's all like fast fashion and like all like it's all about just churning it out and not caring about what you wear on your body and how much impact that has on your skin. Like that's something that we can go into, like also a subject that is major that a lot of people don't talk about, like people having allergic reactions to synthetics and not knowing about it and then taking antihistamine their whole lives. Only thing
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably because of the chemicals they used in the dyes. Wouldn't
Yeah.
it wash off after the first use?
No, I can't wear synthetic. I get rash under my armpit if I wear a synthetic shirt. I'm expensive.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Quote that.
But yeah, so my ethical thing was like, it needed to be sustainable, it needed to be an ode to the farmers, and it needed to be a brand that was just like for normal people, for you and I.
Yeah.
Like it needed to be, people needed to be able to just be like, I want to wear merino wool. Here you have McIntyre. Like it was.
But also, that's not the main selling thing. Like it needs to look cool.
Well, it was colourful.
Yeah, but then it needs to look good because otherwise you're not going to buy it.
No, it was not meant
Like-
to be artsy mom's jumper. No, it was
No.
more.
Well, we just made it for us. We thought it was cool. Like probably looking back, it's probably not that cool, but
I thought it was cool.
yeah, I still think we're cool. Yeah, and then what?
Well, we started to sell.
Yeah, so then we're just
We're hustling.
yeah,
by the
we're
way.
hustling. It was just weekends and weeknights
Yes.
working on it. And then after about 18 months, I quit my job and started doing it full time.
Correct.
No, well, yeah, full time, but then I had a side hustle being a sales
Yes,
agent.
who cares?
Blah, blah, blah.
Who cares? You don't, it's not your resume, love. It's
Oh,
just,
sorry. Just hit me up on LinkedIn if you got any ideas to collaborate. Yeah,
I run a small business.
I'm a hustler.
I'm a hustler.
Anyway, then I roped her in, and yeah, what happened?
We grew.
Yeah, we sold to wholesale stores, so thank you to all the wholesalers.
Yeah,
that
thank
helped
you
us.
for, and I also just want to say to customers watching this that has been with us since day one, like, we fucking appreciate you. We love the love. And yeah, it's just, yeah.
We love you. Appreciate you. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do
Yeah,
anything.
no.
Yeah, appreciate you. Tell your friends.
Dirty salesperson over here. But that is just basically the beginning of McIntyre.
Yeah.
McIntyre also, one of the best things that we always did from day one, not as much now, but like all our first photo shoots, I was really against models. Like I did not use models. Like I was just like, I personally, I'm tiny, I'm 160, like what is that in feet?
163.
What is that in feet?
I
Like?
don't know, about 5'3" or 5'4", I think.
And when I
Yeah.
watch see models pose in their like lanky tall legs and they're like beautiful, I always get a bit deceived because it's just like, it's not what it is like. So we use all these beautiful people that we knew. Yes, some were tall, some were small, but they were from every background. Like we just wanted anybody that we thought they were cool to be part of it because again, clothing falls so differently on everybody's body type, and it's
Yeah.
really important to create a brand that can fall on everybody's type. So yeah, we didn't use models. We used his father a lot. So if you ever see an ad with his old man, that's Ned's father.
Yeah,
If you
and
see
Auntie Jillian.
Auntie Jillian is in it as well.
Yeah.
Maybe we can like insert photos
Bam,
like
bam.
that. Like, so yeah, that's
Oh, and to state the obvious, so well, it's not obvious actually. To clarify, where I grew up is my family's been farming that area since like the 1870s, and my ancestors who first settled that property are the McIntyres, and so it's the McIntyre homestead, and that's why we called the brand McIntyre. And then like those first two jumpers, for example, were called the Duncan and the Colin, and Duncan was the first McIntyre to set up the farm, and Colin was his brother. And so that all the products after that are sort of named after people in the family tree. And until we started to run out of people, and now we're naming after Raquel's family.
and friends.
And now friends, and yeah, here we are.
Maybe one day we would do like a little like give me your name and see if you end up in the new collection.
Pull it out.
Yeah,
something
like
that. That's kind of fun.
and then win your jumper.
Naming a jumper is quite fun
It is.
because it's like, does this feel like a Diana?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, it's not her.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, we made the mistake of calling Robin after my mother-in-law, and she's not happy.
she doesn't like it.
It's not her.
It's one of our best-selling products, and she hates it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
This-
There's a fly in the room. We are in Australia, guys. Just so you know, there's a fly.
But yeah, that's is that the origin?
Yeah, I think that's the origin story. Yeah, there you go. Stay tuned for more.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this at least once a week,
Maybe twice. Oh my god, do you believe that?
Give it a like. If you want to see it twice a week, give it a like so we know that we're talking to someone.
But yeah, let us know. Like, I know that a lot of people want to know like how we do our designing and how we do like colors and I'm happy to talk about it. Like I said, I'm just terrible. Like, to be very, very open on this beautiful round table. McIntyre is just me and Ned. It's just us, and we do have amazing people like around us that help us out. Like,
Yeah.
but it's Team McIntyre.
We're on the payroll.
We're the payroll.
And it ain't a big payroll.
Sharky is HR, so you can imagine the dog is not really on it. I think he's in his bed right now. Yep, he's asleep.
Yeah.
I can swear for the camera and he doesn't care. So yeah, it's just us. And
Yeah, it's a hard thing to let people into the design process.
yeah, but no,
Because it's hard to be like,
but it's
you know,
everything.
no,
though.
you're having a creative spurt and you're like coming up with an idea or you're measuring something and then you're like, oh shit, I should film this.
Yeah,
And then the other thing is like, oh, I'm working on something that's coming out in 5 months. I don't want to show it now because people, by the time
yeah.
it comes out, that won't be relevant anymore. I haven't quite worked out how to match that up.
You just need to do it. Anyway, that's the talk behind the camera. But yeah, I just like it's just husband and wife. We're still married.
How long?
How long is well, we've been married for 12 years.
12.
But how long is McIntyre now?
We are in this winter will be our 9th. Right?
Almost the Big 10?
Yeah, 2016. No, 8th. Because winter 17 was our first range.
Oh, but we started in 16.
We
though.
started in 16, so it's 9 years. Whoa. That's a lot.
That's a lot. On that note, I think it's time to
Thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll post more.
see ya. Bye.